Make sure we care about each other a little bit and, as I said, get a little bit broader and not be so narrow, but we should be fine.
Absolutely. Good luck, David.
Thank you.
David Lake with Nicola Barr as this fourth quarter gets underway with the Blues holding a 33-point lead. They must win and must win by a lot to keep their finals hopes alive, and you got the sense that they're quite aware of that as well. The Blues will receive a free kick. Loynes is not sure which way she's going. Finally realises she's going to the right of screen. Inside 50. In front, Stevens. Another strong contested mark.
One thing we teach a lot of young forwards in the game of footy is that, so that kick was meant for Taylor Harris, but if you're a forward in the area, you need to run into that vacuum space behind, because often a kick will go up and over the leading target, which Stevens did really well then.
9 goals so far in 2021 for Nicola Stevens. High kick. Harris might have to sit here. Big fly from Vesio from deep. She can do no wrong.
6. She wants 6.
Darcy Vesio is putting on a show in the Sunshine State. 4 goals won so far. She showed in the first half that she can do it at ground level. Now she's showing it. She can do it in the air. And she's got 5 goals for the Blues on a wonderful night for Carlton.
It's her night. It's her night. That ball just fell over the back of the contest there. She launched and took it at highest point. I remember night 1, game 1, when the AFLW started, I tweeted that this girl was fast becoming my favourite player.
Yeah.
She's put on a performance for me tonight, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Darcy Vesio.
You seen her rise like that before, Alex?
Yeah, I sure have. She's very good at getting levels above and also on the floor, so it's great to see her take a bit of a hanger. She definitely loves it, that's for sure.
So Darcy Vesio becomes the 3rd player in AFLW history to kick more than 4 goals. So Brooke Lachlan kicked 7 a couple of years ago. Gemma Houghton kicked 5 against the Eagles a couple of weeks ago. Now Vesio becomes the 3rd player. And as Matty Lappin says, get the feeling she's got a few more on the board. And the other thing to note, this is Carlton's equal highest ever AFLW score. They kicked 65 points against the Giants a couple of years ago. And we're only at the start of the 4th quarter. Up towards half forward. Clever from Kasler. Couldn't quite find her teammate. Pound. Bottom of that pack, tries to hold it in. Harrington, excellent in defence for her side. Picked up by Drennan, who had the one arm pinged, and it's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Drennan will receive the free kick. So an opportunity for a forward foray here for the Suns. Inside 50, Darcy at the back. She has to sit, she's a left footer. She's got Virgo over the top and sees her. She'll be happy to see it over the line and out of bounds.
So just on that, 7 goals in a game is the record, is it?
Yep,
so we're on 8 watch, are we?
We're on 8 watch.
8 watch. Well, we've got to get Darcy back in the goal square then. She's coming up the ground to help out in team defence.
Matt's up and about in the commentary box on his feet every time the ball goes near Darcy. I think we've got a new fan favourite for Matt.
She's a beauty, Darcy Vesio, playing excellent form again. Back to her best. Free kick there against Levi for an illegal tackle going the way of Loynes. Really thriving as a co-captain with Kieran Harrington at the Blues this season. Ahrens got rid of her opponent. Here comes to Keeney from behind. Harris, another tackle with authority. Illegally though. Tackle just held a bit too long there on Bess Keeney.
Love that she plays with aggression, but she does have to tone it down after the tackle has been made. It can be an issue and it costs the team.
Strong from McAvoy to Downey. Bizarrely. Harris in front. Very hard to beat in a contested mark situation. Prasparkas clean at ground level. Great handball back to Hosking. Stevens. What a trap on the half volley. What a handball to G. Sets up plane. Guess who's at the back? Vesio has the sit. Comes to ground level. She can do no wrong. This time brings her teammate into the game. And it's an oh happy day with Elise O'Day.
Carlton's culture is clearly very strong. So she's given the handballs off there. So I appreciate that, Das, but we want 8 here. We want 8. But you've got to acknowledge they've done that 3 or 4 times today. It was a feature of Geelong in the men's team, their golden era, their want to have score assists over their own score tally. It looks clear to me that Carlton are on the similar path to that.
They're all teammates from the Darebin Falcons, and I know Darcy's absolutely thriving playing back with Elise O'Day. And Elise O'Day looks like she's having the time of her life playing with Darcy Vesio. So great goal there from Elise, and great to see, as you said, that score assist. But there's just those quick hands has been something Carlton has been really good at, and they've been able to see themselves to the goal line.
Do a podcast during the week together as well, Elise O'Day and Darcy Vesio, the game changers.
Elise owes her a coffee.
Yes. Here's Bella. Oh, rips it out of the hands of Plain. Comes to Hammond. Beautiful spin from the young son. Up towards half forward, and great courage from Pound. Perry was coming hard the other way. Tries to free up Levi. Well played by Daisy Darcy. Good look at the goals. Needs the good bounce. And doesn't get it. Moody again, that work rate. And right back in defence.
I'd love to see her GPS results at the end of the day. She covers a lot of territory.
It's Gold Coast's first score of the second half. Towards half-back. Daisy Walker in front. Daisy Darcy at the fall of the ball. Daisy Walker sockers it off the line. It'll be tossed back in.
Good intent from the youngsters, as I said, at three-quarter time. It's just great to see these girls trying to step up and, swing momentum your way. Football's all about momentum, and it's good to see the youngsters chipping away each time. So fantastic effort and intent from Daisy there. Daisy Darcy, sorry.
With Darcy Vesio at the other end, it's only a bit of a tongue twister. But importantly for Carlton, just grabs at her knee there. Dunn snaps towards the top of the goal square. Kasler caught behind, keeps her feet, gets boot to ball. Harrington has time to assess and tell Daisy Walker what to do. Ball sits up nicely for Walker. On the right boot, O'Day used all her class and experience there, set up nicely. Tries to fend off Keeney, but the young son did a really good job, kept herself in the game, and Single with another fend off. Inside 50. At the back, Pound ran onto it and took an intercept mark. Carlton's highest ever AFLW score at the moment at 11-5-71. Usurping their 10-5-65 against the Giants in round 3, 2019. And that was after they conceded the first 3 goals of the game.
Just their ability to be accurate has been really important today. 11 goals, 5 has been important. Great goal kicker.
Egan up towards the flank. Randall sits in the hole though for Gold Coast. Ollie Randall. Single just waited for that ball. And O'Day pounced and thumped it over the line. And Elise O'Day wasn't quite sure where she sat from an AFLW perspective, but Daniel Harford really wanted her on this team, Alex Saundry, and it's a move that's paid dividends in probably a different role than what she's played in previous years, but she's been an invaluable pickup so far. Absolutely, not only from a player sense, but just a person piece as well. She's a great leader, but she really stands up in those big moments, and to be honest, she's just really enjoying playing football, and I think when you get back to that, and it's not such a job where the AFLW has turned to, it's fantastic to see great players like that enjoying the game again. Speaking of great players, Vesio caught behind, eyeing goal number 6. McAvoy couldn't get boot to ball. Keeney did. Smother from Vesio. Comes to ground. Egan has a good look at the goals. Snaps around the body. And plus, in the end, a really nice mark taken by Plain just outside the goal square.
That entry in there was meant for Vesio, but the 2 of the Carlton players got back in her way. If that was Favola back in my day, he would have been giving me an earful. Get out of my space, Skinny.
We saw the aeroplane celebration after her first goal. Nice and composed this time. The Blues with another, their 12th of the game.
And a goal to Carlton Blues for her second goal. 32.
Natalie Plain with her second goal of the game. And the Suns' defence has just been under siege right throughout this second half.
Yeah, weight of numbers. The ball's just getting in there too quickly, too often now. The young Suns, who had 2.5 quarters of really good effort and intensity, it's just It's told on them late in the game, and the Blues are just picking them apart now.
Played 13 WBBL games for the Stars and the Renegades. Toured India and England with the Australian Women's Indigenous team as well. As a batter, she says, I was a hit-or-miss kind of girl. You're either going for 6 or knocking my bails off. Here she's got 2 goals on the board for the Blues. And at the moment, the Blues with a 50-point lead, and that's their biggest ever lead they've had in a game. What a wonderful intercept mark from Laloifi. Up towards half-back she goes. Clever tap came there from Hammonds to Egan to Loynes. And Hammonds kept on running to McKay, linking up via hand. O'Day sweeps it to Hammonds, who kept on running. Paddles it forward. Harris back to Hammonds. Deep inside 50. Vessio's caught behind. And in the end, Brooke Walker is the beneficiary. She was in front and took the mark.
Really good forward craft there. Read the flight of the ball, understand where it was going to drop, got good positioning and used her skills with her body work. Now she's just got to finish off her game back today. This will be her second shot at goal, I think. So
yep.
She's had a good day back in the Blues colours.
It's pretty close to the player on the mark. Vessio. Does she keep it in? Just crossed over the line. Through for a minor score.
Every goal is going to be important here for Carlton.
Yep.
They're still, their percentage is really important for them.
We're also on watch for highest ever AFLW score as well. Bulldogs, when Brooke Lachlan kicked 7 goals, the Dogs managed 85 points that night. Carlton are within touching distance of that. Egan handballed it to herself, then kicked off the ground. Sermon feeds it back to Riley, who's under siege. Clears danger, only momentarily. Clean from Baird, back to Riley, who has a second crack. Feed Drennan, hurried the kick forward. It's just been hard work for the Suns heading forward in this second half. Plain to Moody. Play on called. Single doesn't know, neither does Moody. Doesn't really matter in the end. G, so clever, what a tap to Harris. Who just took the ball over the line and out of bounds. He's a little sore to get up, Harris, for that contest. There's your live ladder, so they've gained some decent percentage. They ended this game at 108.8%. That's now up to 125.1, creeping up to Melbourne, and that's really the team that they really want to try and catch.
Yeah, they've got to run this game out here. We've got to try and get a couple more goals here for that percentage.
They face Geelong, Gold Coast faces Geelong next week, and the Giants face Carlton next week. Still cracking in hard players from both teams. No surprise to see Single and Watson there. Laloifi with a wonderful pickup. Sweeps it to Loynes. Inside 50. Bounce for Brooke Walker wasn't great. Well played there by Pittman. Walker keeps her feet, then goes to ground. Howarth kicks it out, makes it somebody else's problem. Egan. Nice step inside 50. Towards true centre half forward. Beautiful bounce and pick up from Brazzali. Vessio, one-on-one in the goal square. Keeps her feet. She's eyeing 6. She's going to get 6. Or does she? She's just off to the left. Really lifting every time the ball goes in Darcy Vessio's direction. This is the AFLW commentary box up here. McKay sweeps it out. Beautiful step from Brooke Walker. Snap had a bit too much heat on it. 12-8-80 the Blues.
Brendan Favola's text through too. He must have heard what I said. Get out of here, skinny. It's my forward line. 200%, he said.
Nice to have the champion Carlton Brisbane goal kicker watching the Blues go about their business. And a good weekend for Carlton fans. So far, some promising signs last night against Richmond, and then a real statement performance today. Petrevski-Seton with the crumb. Left foot kick, Loynes tracking back. Well played by Rolly Randall. Wasn't paid the mark. And will be balled up the top of the goal square. Just under 3 minutes remaining. It's really taking effect here at Metricon. O'Day goes up in the ruck, takes it uncontested. Gives it to Petrevski-Seton. Tried to do a bit too much there, caught holding the ball. A fellow 2020 All-Australian Kalinda Howarth with the free kick. 53-point lead for the Blues. Howarth gives it straight to Moody. Season opening the ruck. She's so athletic. They're going to try and get the highest ever AFLW score by behinds at the moment, the Blues.
She deserved the goal there. She's had a really good game. Would have been nice for her to finish it off there with a six-pointer.
Hosking has the sit. Riley from behind. Well played by Randall. She's a really promising player for the Suns. Laloifi tackled by Randall. Bella fed off the hand pass. Watson tried to ride the Hosking tackle, but Hosking with authority. On that occasion, the tackle was illegal. And Watson a little worse for wear afterwards. This young brigade of Gold Coast players showed plenty of promising signs throughout the season. 3-on-1 against Daisy Darcy. Loins goes inside 50. One final chance for the Blues. Brooke Walker takes it. Vesio wants it deep. It doesn't go that deep. It goes short. Keeney has the mark. She had a really good look at it there, Darcy Vesio.
Yeah, again, though, they're trying to set their teammates up for the best possible shot at goal. So as a coach, you'd be saying, OK, the intentions were good. We just got to execute a bit better. That's coach speak. We really want that ball to go to Vesio, though, as a fan.
She's still got an opportunity for 6. Hosking sends it deep inside 50. Moody in front. This time, she's got a really good look for the goals.
Been a bit of a statement game, I reckon. If this was a battle for the two players who were pushing for all Australian honours, she's been. I think she's had the better of the battle, and she's finishing off really strong.
Good numbers. 15 touches, 5 clearances as well. This for the highest ever AFLW score. And Bree Moody delivers. And the Blues have made one emphatic statement on the Gold Coast tonight. What a performance, and a little bit of revenge as well, because all those years ago, it was Carlton on the receiving end of a Brooke Lachlan Western Bulldogs masterclass. And now the Blues been able to put their highest score ever and the highest ever AFLW score on the board.
What I love the way about she plays, so you saw that mark there, she was able to mark the ball at highest point, but if the player kicks the ball at her feet, she's equally as agile to bend over and pick it up one grab. So to be able to stretch high and bend down low at that height is a really great strength. She's a real weapon for the Blues, a real barometer.
Nine goals, 5-1 behind since half-time. Carlton keeping their finals hopes alive tonight at Metricon Stadium. Drennan with a clearance, hoping for Single, who provided such an electric moment in that second quarter today. Baird overran the ball. There is Single. Rips it out of Loins' hands. Can't escape the Hammonds tackle, though. Harrington, so good in that first half. Goes to her co-captain in Loins, who was dealt with illegally. And she's going to receive the free kick. The co-captains combining there. It's a second stick down here at Metricon Stadium. Loins will have an opportunity to send the Blues forward once more. They might just run out of time to extend that score. The kick goes out of bounds, but Carlton's finals hopes still well and truly alive. They were challenged early by the Gold Coast Suns, who kicked the first 3 goals of the game. And then Carlton made a statement at Metricon Stadium, and Darcy Vesio was the star. 5 goals won, a career best performance from the star forward.
We are the Lady Blues.